Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xa Talk Show. Today is September 26th, Thursday, 2019, 9 o'clock a.m., San Francisco time. Good morning, Bartholomew. Good morning, Pablo. Good morning, Bartholomew to Germany and Pablo in Spain. So you see, I got two video cameras, web cameras here. So uh, tell us, tell me, guys, which one do you think is better? So the one on the left. Let's see if I can make this so, and the one on the right. So am I alive? Check. Two video cameras. Tell me which one is better. Okay. Starting. Okay. I just woke up 20 minutes ago. I'm not fully awake yet. Morning, Bartholomew. So Bartholomew says, so which video is better, guys? Tell me which video is better, the brighter one or the darker one? Wait, yeah, one is brighter on my. Okay, say this: the smaller face one or the big face one. Tell me which one is better. Okay, the smaller face or the bigger face. Now Bartholomew says number 13, patent trolling. Gnome sued because of show tail because of shotware. How free software is the solution to proprietary capitalistic trolls? Uh, okay, let's talk about that. That's a non-technical topic. Non-technical. Let's let's hope that's not gonna be like yesterday. It became a unbridled rant. Actually, that was bridled yesterday. But anyway, so patent trolls. Patent troll. Let me explain what that means. So apparently there are some in capitalistic countries like USA. Let's even avoid the word capitalistic, because whenever you say that, or communism or capitalism, then people have certain fixed views attached to it. Like they may not know exactly what it means. They just have a fixed opinion, because in your mind, in your mind, capitalism means something, and but in my mind or someone else's mind, capitalism means associated with bunch of other things. So these jargons are typically not good. Okay, I mean they are good in academia, but in general they just have associated information. So anyway, in USA you have what's so-called patent trolls. They are companies who just buy patents, and just buy a bunch of patents, and watch and get ready to sue any corporation that possibly may infringe the patent. I mean, there are companies like that. They do this as their sole way, only way to make money. Um, that's what patent troll is. Um, okay, let me see what I want to say about that. You see, in a free country, free market country, meaning like freedom, okay, you can do whatever you want. If you do this, people don't like it, they don't buy it. Okay, I think that's a great idea, free market. I know a lot of people, some of you, like today, especially today, some of my followers, they are communist. It really annoys me, because I feel like what I want to do is I want to just explain to them a lot of things, but there's nothing you can do. Just like my opinion about um, Free Software Foundation or open source. You cannot just, especially on Twitter, or online text-based chat forum, you cannot just convince them. Doesn't matter how long you write. The longer you write, they ignore all the part of your reasons. They just see what they want. They have a set mind, a fixed mindset. They doesn't matter how reasonable you are. It just go over their brain. It doesn't go into their brain. For example, like emacs. For example, like as you know, I argued with emacs people. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, Israel. I'm not late. You are late. I'm 3 minutes early. So just like emacs, okay, this is about 10 years ago. I vividly remember, on Emacs, I think it was comp.emacs. Yeah. So anyway, Emacs. So I tried to explain something. I think it was about key binding. We had argument. There's a lot of flame wars. So, but I tried to explain something, but the other guy like just totally, he just totally like don't get it, and skipped my reasons, and often it's a case that someone should shout back, he's criticizing you, blah 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 blah, but you see, the what he criticized is exactly what you just explained. So it's like when you the, now this doesn't happen just me to me, okay? This happened, as far as I know, to anyone. And also this happens in argument, okay? Husband and wife, or you and your brother. This all happens when you have something disagreement, strong disagreement, especially about politics or religion, those kind of thing. Reason like does not seems to work. Like whatever you say just fly over the other person's head. Happens often. So anyway, back to patent trolling. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was saying, capitalism, communism. A lot of people, they just have fixed ideas. So anyway, you have patent trolling in USA. As far as I know there this guy. Okay, I actually emailed him. He contacted me once. Let me tell you, this guy is a famous programmer, a technologist. He was the second, or the CTO, the chief technology officer at Microsoft during 1990s. Do you guys know what's his name? Say it, okay. So he's the chief technologist at Microsoft in 1990s, and and maybe early 2000s. Okay, what's his name? He's very famous. Okay, because now and then you'll see his articles. Okay, there is something wrong, Bartholomew. There is. I was already on for. What's going on with this video? I was already on for like 7 minutes, and I was something wrong about. Yeah, I was talking about patent trolling. I already talked about that for 5 minutes. Yeah, I think there is something wrong because on my YouTube screen it showed up 5 minutes late. Why does that happen? Is that because YouTube started to like delay my videos or something? I don't see nothing I changed. Anyway, I have two videos. I was going to ask you guys, which camera is better? So tell me, okay, is the bigger head better or the smaller head? This is the bigger head camera, okay? Is the bigger head better or the smaller? Like, tell me which video camera is better. Yes, something. I already talked for 5 minutes. So so that's so bad. So Justin, did you see? Okay, Justin says the right one is better. Is smaller head or right or bigger head? Because I'm afraid there might be a reversal. So what you see on the right is what is my left. Oh, so you think the smaller is better? Okay. Bartholomew says the bigger has better colors, but the smaller has much better overall quality. Oh, really? So you guys like the smaller? I don't think people come to look at your beautiful face. Thank you, Israel. So I was, because I was actually thinking the smaller is better. Anyway, I was talking about patent trolls. I already talked about for that 5 minutes. So Bartholomew, you might check out the video when it's on YouTube. Patent trolls. Okay, so let me talk about that. Continue a little bit. So anyway, let's. The bigger has major lag. Really? Oh, that's right. Okay, let's unplug it. Let's unplug. Okay, let me show you what they are. Okay, the video cameras. So the more detailed one, the smaller head, the one on the right, this one. This one, the best better detail is this one. It's widely recommended on the web all over. It's Logitech C920, and there is another model variation C922. That is this one, okay, but actually it's no good, okay, because it cannot focus. Like if I'm going to review my keyboard, it cannot focus. So I do not recommend it at all. It's a mistake. So I would recommend you buy this one, okay, on my Amazon. So let me post it. So let's go to talk show. Let's close this talk show, paste it, make a link, copy, switch back. I saw your video reviewing a keyboard which turned to a review about C920. When? You at least seem in better mood. I hope this is another fuck video. That's no obvious lag. The bigger has major lag. Okay, so anyway, so this is better. Okay, I don't have it yet, but I'm planning to buy it because I checked on Amazon reviews. This one has focus. So anyway, let me unplug the smaller one. So unplug. Yeah, mistake. Shit. I remove the big one. Let me read. Let me add it back. The all these problems. And remove that one. Okay, remove. Okay. Okay, so that one. So I guess I'm not going to use that one then. Okay, that's about video. And good morning, Kathy. Good morning to China, to London. So we were talking about patent trolls. Should we continue talking about that? Patent trolls. So yeah, Bartholomew was asking about patent trolls. So in USA you have this patent troll. Oh yeah. So there is this Microsoft guy. Do you guys? He is a CTO of Microsoft in 1990s. CTO stand for Chief Technology Officer. Does anyone remember his name? Type it. Microsoft CTO 1990s. Okay. I actually talked to that guy. Okay, so uh, Microsoft CTO, okay, in the 1990s. Nathan, I think his name is Nathan. And he's this guy, okay, Nathan Myhrvold, hard name, hard to pronounce. Is that a Polish name? Oh, that's how he looks like. Nathan Paul Myhrvold. Uh, you should see Dodge. Well, anyway, so he, back in the 1990s, he emailed me for one of my programs because he's interesting guy. The reason we are bringing him up is that he is a patent troll. I mean, what you call a patent troll? Because as far as I know, he has bought a patent company. Yeah, in the popular press, Myhrvold and intellectual ventures have been repeatedly accused of acting as patent trolls and stifling innovation by buying patents and then forcing inventors to license their ideas by means of litigation. Okay, so this is a guy I kind of know this guy, and this is the only case I know about patent trolls. Now, first of all, let me tell you about his story, okay? And also, let me talk about the patent trolls. Let me talk about patent trolls first. So, in a free market, okay, I know everyone has their own opinions and, attached opinions to capitalism and communism and stuff, those big words. And most of it is wrong, okay? Unless you've spent 1 year studying, uh, you know, capitalism in academia in history. I mean, you literally spend full time every day, 5 hours 8 hours a day for a year. You studied that, then otherwise you don't know. Okay, so I am for free market, basically, economic capitalism. Okay, I think it's great. It is free market, the capitalism that gave us cars, Google, so give us the webcam technology that we can talk, YouTube and all that. That's all from free market. Okay, if you have communism, you don't have that. For example, look at China. China, beginning around 1976, they started to have economic, free market for economy. They start to have free market economy. They basically ditched communism. Well, politically, as a organization, they are still communism. Okay, kind of. It's like, they, because they know it doesn't work. Starting with Deng Xiaoping, they know it doesn't work. So in 1976, around there, they switched to capitalism. So that is why today China is thriving all over. They send ships to the moon. They, yeah. So anyway, so free market is a good thing. Okay, and in free market, then you have the patent idea, which is kind of I think it's kind of I'm not sure, in my opinion, I'm not sure it's that good of an idea. Or copyright, for example, copyright and patent, I think they should exist. Okay, but however, copyright, the history of copyright is that America, they extended, to Americans' benefit. For example, the last time they extended copyright is when Disney's Mickey Mouse is about to expire. So the U.S. lawmakers, they decided to extend copyright, basically just so that they benefit Disney. So the Mickey Mouse is still in copyright. So that's evil. But I think copyright in general is a good idea. Like let's say until the author dies, or copyright for 20 years. 20 years is enough. Okay. So again, these kind of issues are complicated issues, but most opinions you hear online are just crass. They are no good. They have, they either say, oh, it's no good, or those opinions are no uneducated opinions, and they are usually angry and loud and stuff. So anyway, I think copyright has some values. Okay, what about patent? Patent is kind of similar to copyright. I think it also has some values. I'm not too sure. Okay, but anyway, in free economy, then once if you allow patent, okay, suppose it's a okay idea. So once you allow patent, then you can have someone who just buy patents, because a patent just becomes a commodity, or something, like in free market, you can sell everything. You can sell labor, you can sell ideas, you can sell, I sell. If you want it, you pay. Okay, if you don't want it, you don't have to. Free. It's freedom. So once you allow patent, then you could have a company that buys patents. So that's kind of the origin of patent trolls. Now, in this case, you just, if you are a company, you just buy all the patents, and all you do is just suing other companies. I don't think that's good. Okay, I think that inherently that's not a good thing. So I don't think, maybe this guy is not doing a good thing. Anyway, that's the only case of patent troll I know of. But anyway, so this guy, this guy, he actually emailed me back in 1990s, because he liked a package I've written for tiling. Let me show you that. Okay, mass software, graphics gallery. So this package, so I wrote this in 1997. This package generates tilings, all sort of tilings. You can generate any tilings in Mathematica. And that guy, Myhrvold, he is, he's very rich. So he's building his own house. He's building a house such that it seems that every decoration, every design of the house is based on mathematics, something like that. Okay, so he wrote me to thank me, for my package. So that's how I know him. Then 10 years ago or so, later on, I've also read, okay, so he has this patent company, Intellectual Ventures, and also on the news, it looks like he's building a museum of dinosaurs or something like that. Like he's into dinosaurs, you know. Uh, you know, he's I think interesting guy. Okay, I don't know why he's doing the intellectual ventures. Anyway, that's my opinion about patent. So Justin says, big problem in software patents that are so simple and vague, they should not have been granted. That I agree. So let me tell you guys, do not confuse corruption with with patent or copyright or the government. Okay, because I know a lot of people, they look at today's society, and they think, oh, capitalism is bad. They believe in communism. I also agree today's society is very bad. Okay, but that's not because capitalism, because that's because corruption. Corruption means, if if I'm the president, I take your money. You pay me, $2 billion, have me do something. That's corruption. And this corruption, that is a reason to me that today's society is pretty bad. Corruption, not capitalism. Corruption. Okay, because of a corruption, you have the, tech, the boss of tech companies like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. And then you have politicians, and they are all corrupt. They just take bribes, take money, bribes, to do whatever. So it becomes worse and worse. And two people who have not studied capitalism or, history, they think, oh, this is capitalism, this is bad. Oh, look at America, they, bad in many ways. And also the other thing is America, my country, uh, they we attack other countries for our benefit. We and oil stuff, things like that. It's kind of a sensitive topic to talk about. The Tulsi Gabbard, I think she's a great candidate for president 2020. She calls it regime change. She kind of popularized the term regime change. Um, and there's also stories about CIA and net. I'm not sure I should talk about that. Anyway, so that's about patent trolls, Bartholomew. That's my opinion about patents and patent trolls and stuff. So you don't want corruption. Corruption is one of the most critical thing. One of the most, probably top three, I would say, that that tells you, that kind of governs how a country fares. Okay, when you have a corruption, the country will not do very good. Okay, let me read the comments. So we talked about patent trolls. Let me write down. Hold on a second. Let me copy. Let's copy what we talked about today. So, and then let me read the patents. So math blog. So wait, show back to emacs, close. Keyboard blog, back to emacs, close. Talk show. Okay, paste that. That guy. And keyboard, we can talk about keyboard. And geometry, I want to talk about, we talked about that. And patent trolls. Okay, close that, close that. Nathan, close that. Oh, and webcam. Okay, webcam. Oh, I already have that. Okay, so uh, so so let me read the comments. Okay, type your questions, and let's get to it. So the BJ, you are saying, so I saw your video reviewing keyboard, which turned to a review about 920. I think you reviewed the hacker keyboard that you can break in half. Okay, yeah, that hacker keyboard. Oh yeah, that video. Yes. So I have a video review about the hacker keyboard. Just search it. You'll find it. So Israel says, I don't care if you hate on whatever, but at least have something to say. Okay, so Israel is against swearing. Uh, uh, Hello there. Good morning, Green Deck. To good morning to Russia. And So Israel says, if you are going to talk about Microsoft, I started a document about you are wrong about EEE. What is EEE? You should see the DOJ document. I disagree. I think we're gonna disagree on this almost no matter what, Israel, because these kind of issues are like religion. You already believe it. Like doesn't matter how it's like does not matter how rational or reasonable I present my ideas or proof or stuff. You will not likely you will not be convinced in the near future. Okay. Likewise, so it doesn't matter what you say. I'm not convinced. DOJ document. In fact, I can meta criticize that. I've seen it. I lived through it. It's not like I haven't seen it. For example, let me give you a counter. Okay, so you are saying the DOJ document, which is I don't remember what that stands for exactly, but basically Microsoft got sued by government. Okay, and so the judge says, "Oh, you are a criminal." They say Microsoft did this or that wrong. Okay, but let me tell you, today we have social justice scan, right? And I know you are with me that we don't like social justice scan. We hate it. I think they are doing so many evil things. However, Google fired this guy Damore, who talked about men and women issues in technology. Like why are there more why are there not more women in as programmers? So Damore says possibly, oh, maybe because women don't want to in general. That women prefer people jobs. Talking to people. They prefer relations with other people instead of things. Which is true. It's scientific true. You don't have to go by science. You ask everyone around the world. Everyone know from history from 2,000 years ago to today. Everyone knows. I mean, women they are not into they prefer. Okay, it's not good or bad. They just prefer different preferences, and there are a reason for that as well. But anyway, James Damore, he said that, and he got fired. So you think it's wrong, right? I think it's wrong, and you agree. I know that. But however, you have the courts, U.S. court, the Labor Department. They put out a document saying no, Damore is wrong. You don't have a case. What you gonna do? So if I'm a social justice warrior, I'm going to tell you, look, even the court says you are wrong. So what you gonna do? So in the same way, when you say that the judge saying that Microsoft is wrong, I think the judge is wrong. I mean, what does a judge do? I mean, when it comes to controversial topics, judge, if you look at history, judges are sometimes right, sometimes wrong. They are not always right. I mean, they are not God. Okay, I mean, even God, for some issues in society, there's really no right answer. But you have to make a judgment. There's no right answer. So you can't just say, "Oh, DOJ document this or that." And in fact, I can tell you again. Okay, I'm not going to talk about this topic because then it's gonna be 1 hour. Okay, then but let me just put one more sentence. Sun Microsystems, they are far more evil in my eyes than Microsoft. Sun Microsystems, Apple, and the Next computer, and the not Next, but the I got too many things to say about that. But anyway, what I'm saying is that all these Unix companies, they are doing exactly embrace and extend just like Microsoft. Okay, is because you don't see it because you want to support Linux. You don't see it. Any of such thing just flew by. You flew by your you don't see it. So I'm not saying I'm absolutely right. I'm not saying okay, my opinion about how Microsoft is more ethical than the Unix companies. That's not true. In fact, possibly Microsoft is worse. Okay, I would at least say possibly. I would not say for sure, but At least what I want to say is that I want to tell you guys, all those people, Unix fanatics, who every day, blaming Microsoft on everything, including keyboards. Like they are nutcase, nut jobs, including keyboard keys, Microsoft keys, and everything. I want to present counter opinion because every time I go to the fucking Reddit, I got banned. Every time you have such an opinion, you got banned wrongly. That is why. So at least I want to present my opinion. So you guys, since you guys are watching me, so I can present my ideas so you can for your consideration. Okay, that's about that. That's about that for Microsoft. Okay, that's it about Microsoft for today. So let's see what is the next topic. So guys, post the topic for next topic. Um, so guys, don't argue too much with each other. Okay, I don't. I'm setting a bad example. So, good morning, George. Good morning, George. Now, George, you are in Australia, right? Because, yeah, I think, yeah, you are in Australia, I'm pretty sure. So, any chance you could give us a tour of your website setup, server, software, build step, script? Okay, yeah, we can do it right now. It's not complicated at all. So, all I do is for example, so George, so all I do is just create a HTML file, write something, okay, and then when I'm ready, I go to eShell. Hold on a second. So yeah, let me show the on the left window you can see all my emacs commands. So close that window. I go to eShell and I just call this command that will sync to my server. So now if you go to xali.info, you go to Xa Talk Show. Let's see, go to programming blog. Then on the left panel, you'll see a talk show. Okay, this is the index of all my past talk shows. Then this is today. Then there it is. This is what I just have written just now, and now it's on my website. So and in fact that's basically all. So it relies on two things. Okay, so this is the directory. Go up. You can see this is my web/xali info directory. So I just create files here, then I sync to my web server, and that's it. So there's not much. So the bulk of it about the structure, and there's no like structure or template. It's everything I do. It began in 1997 as manually coded HTML, and eventually, I have emac list commands to help me create tags and so on. That's it. There is no fixed directory structure or things like that. Yeah, so that's it. If you have more questions about that, let me know. So back to the comments. Um, yeah, so Dingo says, any love for monarchy? Monarchy, you mean the like king? Uh, Dingo, why is your comment blocked? Blocked. I don't know. Yeah, this YouTube is Google is getting very evil. What else are you calling creation is surely on calling theology and stuff. Uh, yeah, religion. Um, okay, so Monarchy is the best system. Prove me wrong. Uh, Monarchy, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. So Bartholomew says, you say you have to learn a lot to understand something. I don't see how you studied free market enough if you think it's a good idea. It is true. I don't. Uh, okay, my opinion. Let me tell you that. Okay, so there are few things about that. Okay, first of all, is I can tell you why I think free market is good. Okay, the other thing is that it's kind of a logical contradiction. So you are saying, to learn something, you have to study it a lot before you can claim, you know it. So why am I claiming that I know free market and I actually have not studied a lot about it? So let me answer that uh, contradiction or paradox. Well, first of all, how do you define learn? You learn something sufficiently. For example, you can go by college degree. College, especially today, they churn out PhDs by the millions every year. So every year you have millions of college PhDs, but a lot of them don't know nothing. Meanwhile, as an example, greatest mathematicians in history, many of them don't have a degree. For example, and today in tech, we have Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. They are college dropouts, right? They are famous for, oh, you have to be a dropout. So college degree doesn't tell you much about. So I mean, the thing is, how do you define? Have you studied enough about the free market? Okay, so that's one thing. How do you define? There's really no. Actually, yeah, when you talk about these things, there's no absolute definition about when is someone really, can be considered really have studied a lot, know a lot about something before he can claim he knows it. Typically, but I can tell you a natural way to judge someone knows a lot about some subject. Basically, in society, any subject matter, you typically have a group of experts. Now, again, who defines who is the expert? That's an open issue. But in general, I mean, let's not get into philosophical details because if you go deep into philosophy, there's no answer for nothing. You can't answer 1 + 1 may equals to 5. Okay, so let's not keep digging into philosophy. But okay, so in general, in society, a group of people you can say they are expert at something. Okay, roughly, depending on who you ask is exactly, exactly who are in the group may, different people may have different opinions, but general, they are, roughly a group of people, everyone agrees they are expert about subject X. Okay, so you take these as experts. Okay, these experts can judge someone. Okay, let's say person B is expert about something, about what they are expert at. Okay, this group of people, in other words, how do you know I'm a emacs expert? Okay, you can tell. Like, I mean, if you ask any other emacs expert, you can kind of get the answer. You can tell. You know I'm an expert in Emacs. I don't have a college degree for Emacs. I don't have a college degree for Emacs Lisp. And also, if you ask someone who hates Xali, they will tell you I know nothing about Emacs Lisp. Okay, you get you start to get into this political area where nothing is, people just attack each other anyway. So you get the idea. So how do you judge someone is expert? In general, if you are not too controversial, I mean, if you are not tied into some controversy, I mean, if you stand outside, okay, if you look far away, you know who are the experts, who are not. Now when it comes to free market, that is not, free market is not actually a academic subject. I mean, it's not. It's kind of, it can be academic subject, but it's just it's a just idea. But let me tell you why I like free market. Okay, free market. Okay, let me tell you my opinion. Basically, free market is basically the most natural. Okay, that's just natural. It's just like, why do you why do human talk? Let me ask you, why do human talk? I mean, if you don't have a PhD in how human talks, how do you know human can talk? That's silly, right? In the same way, I think free market is just a natural thing. For example, you and me. Okay, I have a pen. I'm gonna give you for $10. You want it? If you like it, I give it to you. You give me $10. If you don't like it, don't do it. That's freedom. That's free market. That's how things are. On the other hand, the communism, that's, in a sense, that's also natural, because sometimes I just give you something free. Let's share. But anyway, um, that's tough topic to talk about. Okay, so uh, GTG for a big. What is GTG? So Justin says China became more free market capitalist around the same time that relations with US resumed in 1979. Seems like big coincidence. No, it has nothing. I can tell you, it has nothing to do with USA. Uh, okay, so I don't know if you know China history. Maybe you have studied it, Justin. But as far as I know, it has nothing to do with USA. USA, the who is the Nixon, President Nixon, with the victory sign. He visited China because why? Because China got atom bomb. That's why he visited China. That's why when you become powerful, people befriends you. That is the most fundamental nature of humanity. When you got nuclear bomb, people befriend you. Uh, hey Matt, good morning, Matt. Match, Dingo, Peyton. Okay, so no more comment addressed to me. What's the next comment, guys? So that's it. So Israel says back. Did I miss anything good? Yes, you missed a big chunk. I was just talking about your idea about about DOJ and Microsoft. Uh, okay, you guys are talking to each other. I don't know what you guys are saying. It's too much to read. Uh, so Bartholomew says, "You're jealous. You jealous of our extensive argument. You wanna be part of it. You guys are arguing about something. You know, be aware there are a lot misunderstandings. Especially like right? When you talk about politics, or religion or this kind of thing, and also in my, for example, here, uh, for example, on my, on the YouTube chat, usually, like, sometimes you guys are making jokes, but the other guy do not see it, didn't realize it's a joke, so it gets wild. So anyway, so Matt says, I know you kind of married to emacs, but what are your thoughts on atom, VS code, and the like? Okay, that's the interesting thing. I'm kind of married to emacs, and now I'm getting too old. It's hard to switch. It's hard. I don't have time to explore new things. Like, there's another person, um, I forgot the name, but he asked me about fish, shell. There's a new there are quite a few new shells. There's ZSH, there's fish, and I think there's another. They want to replace bash. They ask my opinions. I think they are good. Today, since 10 years ago, every 3 or 5 years there's a new stuff. I mean, so today, exponential tech growth. You have so many things. You cannot know anything much anymore. So for me, I don't have time to explore that anymore. When you are 50, you don't, this is a natural state of things. Okay, when you are 40, when you are 50, it's not like when you are younger. When I'm younger, yeah, I dive into those so much. Like every time there's a new, I would dive into and know everything other people says and whether I should use it and stuff like that. But not today. Even new languages, you don't have time to explore. Uh, the other thing about fish, these new shells, new grep, there's quite a few grep replacements, is that they become insignificant. They are not like 20 years ago. You know, Today there's so many languages. You rather you I can use Golang. I've showed this quite a few times. For example, I have this Golang that that do grep. This file 166 lines. Less than 200 lines. It does grep. And I showed it this many times. You can just search my videos. So, and you have grep, you have also find replace. So that kind, so these kind of things everyone can write. You can write in 1 hour. And those grep replacement, or shell replacement, they are not significant anymore. And even languages, as you know, languages comes, new languages every 3 years. So the important thing is not about which shell is better. That becomes less and less important. Uh, Rather, you just want to create programs. Like today, people are talking. Google, they have AI libraries, right? The neural networks libraries, what they call it, TensorFlow. Fucking Google TensorFlow, and so you study those and create something useful. The tools and stuff, that becomes less and less of importance, especially for us. We are nerds. We like to dive into those things, like which one is better, which one is exactly 1 inch better than the other. Those are not really important. So you want to spend your time to actually build some project that's useful to people. That's the way to go. That is the real importance, and also that you can survive. You make money and stuff. So yeah, so the question about what do I think of Atom and VS Code. Okay, so but just for pure interest, I'm interested in that question because I always thought, Emacs is not really that special, because all you really need is a scripting language, a programming language that serves as a core of an editor. Then you could have something similar to Emacs. And Emacs is pretty old, right? Emacs is like 30 or 40 years old, like in 1985 or so. Uh, anyway, so Emacs, and by the way, Emacs. Anyway, so it should be possible, in fact, not difficult at all, to have a Emacs alternative that is better than Emacs in almost every way, like a modern version, and possibly using it. The language may not be Lisp; it could be others. Although JavaScript language is pretty bad. Okay, but anyway, it could be, you know, Python, for example, Python, Ruby. It's possible to have a Emacs replacement. So I always thought about this. I really thought about this because the Free Software Foundation, the Emacs people, they got lots of problems. So one thing with Richard Stallman Gunn, Gunn from Free Software Foundation, I wonder whether he will still be in the Emacs dev mailing list. He's a pain. He's a obstacle there. So I wonder what will happen in there. So far, since he resigned, I have not seen he posting to the emacs dev. The 2 days ago I checked, he have not yet. So I don't know what's going on to be happening there. So anyway, emacs got problems. So I do look forward for any editor that has the same power as emacs, a modern replacement. And I always thought that Atom and VS Code are possibly such replacement, because Atom, as you know, it's created by GitHub organization, and they use JavaScript as their core to create the entire editor. The whole editor is written in JavaScript. So I think that's got potential. Maybe that is the modern Emacs. And VS Code comes after Atom. It seems VS Code is more popular today. I have not tried. I have not tried VS Code. I have tried Atom for like a day. So anyway, so I think Atom, VS Code, they are potentially Emacs replacement. Better than Emacs and more powerful than Emacs in every way. But the problem is that I have not actually looked into myself. Like I'm 50. I'm getting old. It takes. Learning is smaller, and I don't have time. To look into that. It kind of, yeah. So yeah, that's my opinion about Atom and VS Code. I would like look to. I really like to look into, because that will answer this curiosity question in my mind for long. Because I love Emacs, but I do find there's tremendous problems in Emacs, especially the Emacs Lisp language has been stagnating for like 20 years, and all the Emacs dev, the fact you have to sign copyright, and Richard Stallman getting old and doing all these damages to Emacs. So I don't really enjoy all these aspects, and of course I criticize Emacs, all the people flaming me. So but anyway, I haven't looked into Atom. Okay, so that's what else questions to me. Okay, Dingo is using Vim. Okay. uh, Good morning, Michael. uh, uh, Thank you, you are welcome. So anything else? Okay, if you have a question you want me to answer, put my name. Okay, make it orange so I can see. If you didn't, try it. Let's see, how do I make someone's name orange? Let me try Bartholomew. Okay, Bartholomew something. NuShell. What's NuShell? Acme. No, I have not tried Acme. I have not tried any of those. uh, oh Anyway, so let's go back to, so Atom, because it's based on JavaScript, so you can, I mean, even though it's based on JavaScript, I mean, from the ground up, it's written in JavaScript. But the one question I'm not sure is that whether it's really like Emacs, where you can just evaluate some ELISP code and has it become, you don't have to recompile or anything. I don't know if that's true for Atom. So Maxerator says, please let's do emacs major mod live programming. Okay, we can do that, but today is kind of late because I already talked for 51 minutes. But I did one video doing that. Are you aware of that, Maxerator? I did one video of live coding, or actually it's a live tutorial of Emacs major mod. So if you do not know that, check it out. But if you already know that, if you already seen that video, but rather you have some other questions or find that video not so good, then we can do it again. Yeah, let me know. Come early. Okay, in this week I'm gonna be 9 o'clock every day. So if you can come early and let's we can do that. Stop liking not safe for work tweets on Twitter. I don't think I liked not safe for work tweets. I haven't done that. But however, I don't like the not safe for work things. Okay, I think because I think everyone in society. I know some of you have criticized me for that. Besides amend. But however, because I think. Okay, let me explain why I think that's. I think in society you should do whatever you want, not subject yourself to these, especially the not safe for work. That's crap. That's garbage. If it's legal, then you can do it. Okay, well, there's some conventions. I mean, for example, you do not want to post some nude pictures, like you know blatant porn, because other people are using Twitter or something, Twitter, Facebook, at work, is my reason for not posting, full like porn or fuck pictures. Okay, my reason for that is that because there's a certain convention we must respect. For example, you don't go out to the street nude. You don't go to your work. You don't go to in a company, your workplace, and take off your clothes, like take all of it off, because that's disruptive. I mean, in theory, there's nothing wrong with being naked, but yeah, but we have to follow. There's some conventions, because if you do that, people get hard on. That's then this is distracting, because that's sexual nature. So this is the reason I think you should follow certain conventions. For example, you don't go out to the street nude. You don't strip at workplace, things like that. And in the same way, on Twitter, on Facebook, you should not post. You should not just post a pornographic picture, like two people fucking each other, or animations of it. You should avoid. You should not do that. So if you want to do that, then okay, maybe post some kind of warning, so that it's adult. Okay, that is what I agree, and that is what I do as well. Usually, yeah, I typically follow that. Now that's my opinion about that. Now there's another thing which I think is nasty, about that NFSF concept. That concept is nasty in my opinion. Okay, so in modern society, as I mentioned, we have this convention. You don't want to disrupt society. Okay, but however, then there arises, starting around year 2000. Okay, I can tell you the exact year. Starting around early 2000, let's say 2004, let's say 2005. In fact, you will find that word in Wikipedia, because I read Wikipedia, uh, and not safe for work. There's an article on Wikipedia, and that will tell you which date it began. Okay, because I've read that article. It's nasty concept. It's a nasty. It's this is why you have social justice today. Israel. Okay, this is NSFS is one of the element that gave out today's social justice. Okay, so from Wikipedia we can find which is the date this concept arrived. Um, they don't have it right here, but if you go to edit history, view history, if you go to view history, okay, and you can trace back when did this article begin, and you'll find the date. Okay, let me show you some techniques of Wikipedia stuff because I've been reading. I have I have like 10,000 Wikipedia links. Have I showed you guys that? Let me show you. Okay. What's going on? Okay, so here is a page. So as of 2016, I have a total of 7,000 links to Wikipedia on my website from my websites. I stopped maintaining this page and I stopped linking to Wikipedia. In fact, I started to remove all my links to Wikipedia. So I have 7,000 links to Wikipedia. You can see on this page, each line indicates which page are linked to Wikipedia, and then you go to that page, you'll find the link. But I started to remove Wikipedia links since like 3 years ago because I think that Wikipedia becomes corrupt in several ways. When it comes to political topics, they becomes totally corrupt. Today they are just most of it is social justice. So anyway, that's Wikipedia links. So I've been, anyway. So not safe for work. Okay, so not safe for work. The idea came from the modern yuppies in cities. That like programmers mostly they came from white people, white collar programmers, like today's social justice people. Okay, that's the origin. That's the daddies of social justice. They they don't know about society, they don't know nothing, but they just have these they just have this concept. Oh, that's not safe for work. Safe. What the fuck is the word safe? Safety, like safe space. That's the origin of all these. Okay, safe, not safe for work. And today, the social justice has become degenerate. They actually, a lot of them are doing porn and stuff, porn and trans and stuff. Okay, let's stop there. Let's not get into that topic. NuShell. What's NuShell? Okay, NuShell. NuShell is a new shell, I guess. Uh, please like only not safe for things on Twitter. Because not safe for work. Okay, that's a term. Once you have a term, it becomes a jargon. Once you have a jargon, okay, then all the actual meaning or concept they start to deviate. They have a life. They start to have a life of its own. That is the case with not safe for work. Let me tell you the history. Okay, so not safe for work. It began in 2003 or so, something like that. In the beginning, it means you don't post porn. Okay, that's it. That's basically it. You don't post porn on on Reddit, on online forums. That's it. That's it. No, fucking pictures. No totally nude pictures. That's it. But today it becomes something else. It becomes so many things. Especially, for example, you can see it on Mastodon. Mastodon is created by this young guy, millennial, okay, who is kind of into social justice. So on Mastodon, it's like if you post political opinions, you also have to you also have to tag it, sensitive. Even if it's all just text, you have to say sensitive. Or if you post something nude, not porn at all. Like today, the porn standard they change over the past 30 years. For example, in 1960s, if you wear bikinis, you go to jail. Okay, if you are a magazine, you publish people with today's Brazilian bikinis, G-string or whatever, you go to jail because that's you violated, you transgressed obscenity law in USA. Bikini, okay, in 1960s. In 1960s, if you have a girl have a full body swimsuit, that's considered risky. That's like, oh my god, you are posting porn, full body swimsuit, you know but over the years, then you have mini skirts, then swimsuit becomes bikini, then you have g-string, then you have things like that. So today if you post nude, some girl nude, as long as it's not like spreading her legs, it's like, you know just a nude picture, maybe, usually they call it model of photography, okay, like photography of a nude. That's like not considered porn. That's, you see it every day, you see it even in movies, today in movies, Hollywood, you have cutting people's head off, you have all this violence, you have war depiction in, in realism, just like, actually they are so real. They are like, they studied, the directors, they science advanced, so advanced, you cut people's head off, they are realistic. They are no difference from fake. They actually, what you see in movies are like realistic. It's just like, happens in real life. Okay, so I was saying, you see, porn, and you see everywhere. And today the search, it's, well, let's not get into details. So what I'm saying is that, so on one hand, on Hollywood, for example, this standard about nudity becomes so, for lack of a better word, let's say degenerate. It becomes very degenerate. Then you have trans, right? You have gays, trans, and you have, gays fucking each other, and the social justice people, of course, they actually post pictures of that on the news. They want to tell us, gays kissing each other. They want to promote it. Uh, so you have things like that on one hand, and Hollywood, you find all sort of things, and also the porn industry, they becomes. I rather not tell exactly what's going on, but you probably know, you have this category, you have like so many category of things in porn, okay, and they are headquartered, they have a castle in San Francisco, which is the heart of social justice, extreme leftists in San Francisco, where I live, 1 hour drive. That's their headquarters. They are the mega porn corporation. They produce this class of porn. Okay, that's for the whole world. So anyway, that's on one hand, you have all these things going on. On the other hand, for example, on Mastodon, you have this not safe for work, and you have this all these warning labels, trigger, and warning labels. What the fuck is that? So my opinion, okay, the reason like I said before, you don't want to post, blatant nude, porn, whatever is current standard. You don't want to post that directly. It's like suddenly your friend, your coworker is reading something, then suddenly he scrolls the next screen becomes full porn. You don't want to do that because you want to respect certain conventions, okay? But on the other hand, what's the fuck with the not safe for work? Like today, you have to, like, if you post a political opinion, you have to like have a warning. Or trigger. Like I said, not safe for work. They become so many things. You have the trigger warning for political opinions or for anything that might be offensive. Then you have the safe for work for anything that's uh, things like that. And meanwhile, by the way, there are so many Twitter accounts that's all porn. So like let me talk about this on Twitter, for example, or on Mastodon. It's porn stuff becomes such that Either you are 100% porn, like there are thousands, 10,000 accounts on Twitter. They are just 100% porn. Like every post is porn. Like they are just dedicated porn. You either have that, or you have all these sane white people. All these sane people. They are all good moral people. They never post anything that possibly considered not safe for work, anything at all. They are all these sane. When Richard Stallman got kicked out, they say nothing. These fuckheads, they say nothing. When I post to Reddit, I know a lot free software fanatics. They are, they then every time I say something negative about Richard Stallman, you see 1,000 posts criticizing me. Okay, they take me down. They thump down. But now Richard Stallman got kicked out. It's all quiet. You don't see these all nice people. They are all quiet. Fuck them. So it is these people. So they never post controversial. Like they are all climbing the ladder. Yeah, they are all climbing the ladder. They are going. They staying. They work for Google, Facebook, or the corporate. They say nothing controversial. They keep it so nice. So they climb the ladder. They make money. So that's my opinion about that issue. Safe for work. So to you, you think, oh, that safe for work is totally different from the social justice trigger warning. That's your perspective. But to me, they are kind of the same thing. They erodicate. They are the same trend. Okay, it just becomes worse. Okay, that's my opinion. There is no for this issue. I don't think there's a right answer. Okay, there is no right answer that this is the right answer for every society. Okay, I don't think there's a right answer. So it's like if you think that way, I think this way. Okay, that's what I think. So instead of accounts that dedicate to porn, and meanwhile all the people say nothing about sex is everyday life stuff. Sex is like eating. Everyone has to do it. You get married, you have sex. Okay, sexual. It's natural life. So what I like to see, in my opinion, it's natural. Okay, so maybe once a month or twice a month you might post a picture of yourself engaging in sex. Okay, because it's natural. There's nothing really wrong with it. With your wife or girlfriend or husband, maybe you have some naughty pictures once in a while, once in half a year, let's say. So I would like to see that would be more natural, like everyone, because you do that, everyone does that, it's natural. But today we don't have that. Today's society, you have these all clean people, then you have these dedicated porn accounts. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. uh so again, like I said, you don't this, I don't think there is a right answer for this. So it depends on society. It depends on your location, your culture, and also your religion. So so I have my opinions. I don't push it on this. Okay, so but meanwhile, I think the social justice are evil. So usually I don't conform to whatever. So occasionally you might see me post. Actually, I haven't posted porn for years. uh my command of English. And what's with this NuShell? Bartholomew, what's with this NuShell? So NuShell, okay, NuShell is a NuShell, right? Like the fish, a fish, I guess. Wait, what is NuShell? Log into nutshell. Okay, not nutshell. Uh, NuShell, yeah, okay, this one, NuShell. Oh yeah, shell written in Rust. Yeah, I can recognize because everyone wants to sing the songs of Rust. Rust is the greatest language now. How much money would I need to port Acme features to Emacs? Are you asking that for serious? because most people ask that it's not serious. If you actually, and also even if you give me a lot of money, I would be the wrong guy to do it. I don't know C. Okay, and I don't think that's something I can do well. Okay, so that's actually, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. Acme, I never used it. I know it's, I think so it's from Plan 9, right? So even if you pay me, let's say $100 an hour, I can't do it, because I don't know C. uh, I find it ironic. Okay, Mark says, I find it. Okay, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna answer that, and that's it for today. 1 hour, maybe it's 2, 3, 5 minutes. Okay, so if you have last questions for me, just post it. Okay, and that's it for me today. Um, my command of English. Everyone wants to make fun of me of that. Uh, okay, so yeah, so the question is, I find it, Mark says, I find it ironic that you are so against social justice companies like Facebook, Google, and others, yet you are streaming on YouTube. Okay, here's my explanation. I know a lot of you guys and a lot of people who are into emacs, Unix people, Linux people. You guys are always niche. You guys are forever remaining this niche in society. Okay, yeah, I know. I'm against YouTube, but I'm using YouTube because YouTube is it's a mainstream. I mean, as far as if you want to convince people, you want to spread your ideas, right? You want to tell people what is evil, what is not evil. Okay, or you want to spread the gospels of Linux, right? You want to do it in a public way, not in a fucking nerd, like in a niche, in some sewage, in some underground. Talking about, oh, we should all use Linux. That's what you guys doing, and that's we've been doing for the past 30 years. Niche, like Scheme. Lisp is the greatest language. Scheme, Emacs, Vim. And yet you always do it in underground, basically on this, nobody cares. Okay, like today I know you have uh, Chute, YouTube Chute, whatever is that name, but people don't read that. Okay, you want to go public, you want to change society. That's it. Change society. You don't like social justice, say it, and say it with a real name, not with a anonymous, not with memes. Okay, 4chan, fuck 4chan memes. Not don't do. Okay, try not to do that. Go with your real name. Say what you actually believe. Use YouTube. Change society. Okay, make your voice heard. Not in a sewage, in this niche group, in cryptography, in crypto systems, whatever fuck, niche Emacs versus VI, stay in there. You guys, we've been there forever, for the past 30 years. You get nowhere. Society gets worse and worse, and you guys still are in this niche group thinking you are doing something. So go out, use YouTube, put your real name there, speak to the people. You get don't go extreme. Okay, don't go extreme. Make reasonable voice heard. Okay, that's my opinion about that, and that is why I'm using YouTube. That's kind of the reason. That's half of the reason, at least. The other reason is that, yeah, the other reason is I don't want to support YouTube. Okay, but I don't, right, like right now I don't have money, I don't have nothing, I don't have much choice. I don't have time to spend to the niche, BitChute and whatever. There are some others, and also others, they don't work well. Like you go to, for example, the other popular ones. I know the names, but what's the name? Video something. They don't. They always, like, whenever you use them, they get stuck. Okay, they are not like YouTube. They get stuck and stuff. So what I want. So anyway. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Okay, go out with your real names. Say something reasonable. Change the world. Not staying in niche. Okay, in this niche group. Okay, so Israel says I should back up my video to Libby. I know what you're saying, but I don't have time. Like I don't have hard disk. Like I said this like yesterday. I don't have. You don't know me. I say it. You don't understand. I'm in a situation I don't have backup, and anyway. It's not. Let's see what happens. Okay, I need to get. I don't have time. I need to get. Like right now YouTube, even to me, it's just my I'm doing YouTube. It's just like my own distraction, my procrastination. I'm not doing things I should be doing. YouTube is just my it's a record of Ksali. Okay, so when I'm dead, you can see. Okay, this is what Ksali is like. That it's kind of like that. Kind. So that's it for today. So Meowcat backup. Yeah, yeah, right. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for coming. Uh, and again, I'm, like some of my opinions. I mean, some of these things they don't have absolute right answers. Okay, and I gave you some of my opinions. That's all. That's just opinions. Uh, so so try to set up with a conversation with Luke Smith. Yeah, we can. So Luke Smith, we can do that if you are interested. I don't know how that will go. We can, maybe we debate or maybe we not debate, but just talk about things that will work. The other thing I don't have. Okay, maybe I can join. Is if he is interested, I can join his show because I don't have like tools and stuff set up properly. So on my screen. So maybe we can do that. We can talk about emacs. Yeah, we can do emacs versus vi for sure. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching and hope to see you next. uh, yeah, I know he's got the guest. I've seen a few, so maybe I can talk to him. Yeah, read my comments. I read all your comments. Permission to backup. Do you give me permission to make a backup channel of your stuff? Yeah, you already did, right? I mean, YouTube. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Uh, I'm not gonna research NuShell, and I'm not gonna research to NuShell and do a report on that. I'm getting too old for NuShell. Um, yeah, I know he's a Vim user. So okay, bye guys. Yeah, backup. Yeah, of course, backup offline. Even I mean, especially for offline, you don't have to ask, right? I mean, everyone can backup. Uh, bye guys.